then the screws are going to be in from there. All right, so I do gotta finish the top side of this, but then also you got a nice little box that you could actually see the lint. And if you cut the square out of the bottom of that and you put little hinges in there, you're able to open and close it and clean it out like that. You don't have to take it off. But for right now, I'm just gonna screw it on there. And you say, well, this is in my backyard, or this is whatever. Well, get the white one. This is out the way where nobody's gonna see this. But the purpose is that it's not gonna plug up the dryer and not have the dryer, you know, when it's plugged up, it's not gonna dry as good. So you need that airflow, but that other little one kept plugging up so fast all the time, kept building up. Now look at the difference in this right here. Let's look at the difference. This is the new one right here, okay? And this is what was there. This is what was preventing everything to go in. You plug that in right there, and rodents can still get into it. And that's your dryer vent right there. So once this gets plugged up, you're completely backed up. So that's why I wanted something that can still serve the purpose and stop the wind. So that's just a good. What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. Subscribe, like, and share. While I'm waiting for the frame to dry to do the textured rust encapsulator, I always come check out these dryer vents. This is the dryer vent I put on the back of the house right here. And what I don't like is all it gives you is this little piece right here, and if this is plugged up, you're not getting proper ventilation, okay? And it gives you the two little screws on the side that you got to balance that. This does prevent the rodents from trying to get in your house, because they will get in your house. They can jump, so this prevents that. But this is just too tiny, and when you look on the side of the house or whatever, you can't tell if it's plugged up or not. So this is my hack to that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna bend it by hand probably. This right here is a gutter guard. This sits in the gutters so the rain don't get in the gutters. So it just happens to be the same width. I'm sorry it's not the same color, but the same width as this. So what I'm gonna do is make this where it can hang further down so you can see it a lot better. And I'm probably gonna put a clip on it that you could just unclip it if you gotta clean it out. But right now is what I'm gonna measure this, kind of eyeball it. I know if you bend it, it's gonna crack. See, it's cracking already, so it'll be easy to crack. But let me get you on a stand so we can picture right there. So what I'm gonna do is figure out, put that all the way up in there, so when you screw it on, you got some good meat to screw onto. And then I'm gonna come down like right about right here, and then I'm gonna bend it at that point. Let's see if I can break this all the way off, so we can get, see, this right here is the curve that fits in the gutter. But if you keep moving it, it'll break. Okay, now this right here, I push it all the way up to the back. You can actually do two of them. Now we'll do it this way, because I'm gonna have to put the other end right here and the other end on the other side. So we're gonna get it a distance, and then you're just gonna fold it one time. Fold it one time at that distance. Okay, it doesn't even have to be a solid fold right here. Okay, so straight across, you're gonna look at the end of this. You're gonna come up like this right here, and you're gonna do another distance. You're gonna fold it right there. Got a little pocket now. See a little pocket, so you know it comes up to the top right here. So you're gonna fold that out right there. Now this one, you are gonna fold all the way down. If you have a hammer or tin snips, you could do it with your hammer or tin snips. You see, I'm just, ooh, that one folded really good, so I gotta, you know what, it'd be so much easier if I just go get my tin snips. That, and you got that. Now this is the measurement that we need the square, and we got this extra piece right here. So I'm gonna put this around this right here, actually all the way up probably, because you need a place to screw it in. So I would actually put it right there. So I got to get a line and line that, and I'm going to put that right there and put a little clips to hold those together. Well, am I the jack of all trades, not putting away on my tools? I had a wire like this, but it was a solid one. So I'm going to see if I can use the same thing with this. So I'm getting this right here. I'm going all the way to the top. I'm measuring to the top. If I got to cut down some, I'll cut down some. And then with my tin snips that I went to go get now, I'm going to cut, find your line, and you cut your line. You could actually measure it out if you want to measure it out. And then let's see what this one is right here. And this is so when we look around the side, we actually know that the lint trap is full, and not sometimes if your lint trap is a little more, if your lint trap is too full, your clothes won't dry all the way. Okay, that should be good right there. Now this is gonna be pretty so cool what I show you I'm gonna do with this. Okay, there's the piece right there. Went in a little bit. Now I'm gonna get this right here. And the sides I worry about, I really don't worry about the bottom, because I'm probably gonna put a mechanism on the bottom to be able to get it out. And this right here you can squeeze in if it's don't fit right or whatever. So from here, put it up here so you can see it. From here, then I got this right here. Now I'm not gonna do every single piece, but this is what I'm gonna put together. I was gonna use that solid wire. That solid wire would have been so much easier, but freaking don't remember I put my solid wire at. Alright, I wound up continuing to use this, but what I found out that it was just a lot easier for one, when I recognized I could put my hand inside of here to put it through the other one. That was a lot easier. But then for two, that I just started twisting it with wire dikes. If you had solid wire, if I had, well, not you, but if I had solid wire would have worked out a whole lot better. But I didn't have the solid wire. Where I do have it, I just have no idea where it's at. Look at this. This right here just ripped my gloves that I need to paint. And the reason why I'm doing this right now is because literally I am sitting here watching paint dry, waiting for my trailer to dry for the second, actually for the first coat of rust encapsulator. See what I'm going with here? I'll show you over here. I'll cut those down and make those look a little bit nicer. I still have to do this side right here, but now when I screw it in, I actually have some meat there. I'm gonna actually do these up top. So when I screw it in, I actually have some meat there, and I'm able to see how much of that is filled up. Now this right here is on, if you buy one of these, you'll realize this little trap right here, one of those right here, that little trap gets filled up really fast. The little trap does get filled up really fast. But then too, I guess it's how much you do laundry. We got commercial washers and dryers, and we have quite a bit of people come to our house and do the washers and dryers. So if you look out the front side, you really can't see if you got any lint in there. You pull up in the backyard from the driveway, the carport, you can't see if you got lint in there. So this right here, able to look to the side to see what lint is in there, to see how I gotta clean it out. Now this right here, those screws actually come out, so you can clean this whole box together. Oh, I actually had it backwards, that's why. Duh, why didn't you tell me about it? Alright, so that's how thing. So you can actually buy the white one if you want to buy the white one, but this is the only one that the store I went to had, so that's where it's gonna be just like that. And then eventually, not right now, I'm gonna cut the bottom out. And when I cut the bottom out, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some like little clips right here, so the bottom could just swing open and be cleaned out. All right, so all you gotta do is make sure it's tightened. I really wish I had solid wire, but since I didn't have solid wire, and don't have this wire right here where your family's gonna be at, because if you step in this little stranded wire, you are gonna feel it. But right now I'm just cutting off the extra ones and make them look real small and tiny where you can't even see them. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Now if you want, you could cut the top to an even edge right here. See, it's going over a little bit, but then your screws just go in the side, and your sheet metal screws are what holds it in place. Now call me crazy, but that little vent that this thing came with for a commercial washer and dryer, or commercial dryer, it kept completely plugging up too fast. So that's why we put this one right here. Well, that's why I changed over to this one. think this is like an 8mm nut. You see what it did to my gloves working with all that crap, so I gotta tighten that up. But that's what it's gonna be. So now realistically, if I'm pulling up in the carport or whatever and I look to the side, now I can kind of monitor a little bit more. But in the same, if you're just walking by, if you're hanging out, you don't even see it. You see the white dryer vent, but you kind of don't even see the piece hanging off of it. But it's 2 screws to clean it off, and you should clean it off pretty often. I'd say at least every 2 weeks you should clean it off. But now I'm able to see it, and if it a little bit gets plugged up, oh man, did I take the other piece off? Yeah, sure did. Okay. And if it does plug up, it gives you a lot more area for it to breathe, I guess you could say, for your dryer. Either way, that's a little piece that I made together out of a rain gutter for my dryer vent, and it gives me a little bit of space. Now if your dryer, either way, your dryer vent shouldn't be where your grill or where you're hanging out on your deck or whatever. It shouldn't be there. That's completely out the way. But yeah, you look at it if it's by your grill or whatever. Let me get back to encapsulating this rust. Talk to you later. Bye bye.